What's up, Multiverse? Dr. Dave here. Welcome to the Geek Lounge. Guys, I am super duper excited about today's video because my FRIEREN Funko Pops have arrived from the land down under. I actually purchased them from Pop Culture in Australia literally last Thursday, I think is when they dropped. I ordered them straight away and they literally arrived yesterday. Crazy delivery time because to my knowledge, at least at the time of me filming this video, they haven't dropped in the US. I know for sure they haven't dropped in the UK. So yeah, super duper excited, as I said, to have them in hand. Let me show you guys the boxes first and foremost. So here we do have FRIEREN herself. Pardon me, give you guys a quick 360 of each box. There are all the commons on the back. It is only the commons that we've got in so far. None of the exclusives have yet to release. Cannot wait to check FRIEREN out. We then have her apprentice Fern. I will say, if anyone's ordered off Pop Culture in Australia before, they're not the greatest when it comes to international packing. I don't know if you can make this out, but there is, it's like this one and the Stark Pop were both on top, and it's like there was some kind of like impact damage, if you guys can slightly make that out there. It's not horrendous, but it's still a little bit annoying. I honestly don't know why Pop Culture don't use pop protectors. I've told them several times, just use pop protectors. You know, sometimes the damage won't negate like complete damage, but it may negate some of the damage. So yeah, here is Stark, which has the same kind of damage again. I don't know if you guys can quite make that out, but like right there, there's like it's like a dent essentially, which again, it's annoying, but it isn't the end of the world. And then the final one we have, guys, did we get lucky with the chase? We sadly did not, but I'm not so bothered about that because I think I do prefer this common release. Let me give you guys a quick 360 of the box so you guys can see the full 360. Didn't really know where I was going with that. The chase version then is of Himmel as a statue, the statue that was commissioned for the hero that, no, there was a full party statue, wasn't there? I was about to say Himmel was the only one who commissioned a statue of himself, but no, there was that full party statue for defeating the Demon King. Yeah, I forgot about that for a second. You know what? That in itself would make for a really cool pop. You know what? We've wasted time looking at the boxes. Let's get into these things. So first up, we have the one and only FRIEREN herself with that crescent-shaped staff, and really cool that you get this magic disc to insert on the end to essentially pose her casting the Voltruck spell. At first I thought it was an extra base they gave, then realised there was a notch in the end of the staff, and then I saw the runes. I mean, is that the correct term to use? You know, all the shapes on the base, and realised it was the Voltruck spell. Her hair looks great in that pigtail style, pardon me, the white dress and gold trim with the blue leggings and boots, and the green eyes. Funko seem to finally be listening to us as it relates to character eye colours, especially for anime releases. As a first common release of FRIEREN, I really like this one. Next up, we have FRIEREN's apprentice Fern with her wooden staff that was given to her by Haita. And like the FRIEREN Pop, you get another magic accessory to attach to Fern's staff, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the simple defense barrier spell. At least I don't think it had an elaborate name or anything like that. Fern's dark purple hair dominates a lot of the back of the pop, but we do have the butterfly hair clip gifted to her by FRIEREN for her birthday, which is a really nice touch. Fern's outfit is certainly plain with a black cloak over a white dress, but Funko still captures it well, and yes, we once again have coloured eyes matching the hair, and I feel again Funko have done a good job with a first common release, and even though they don't do facial expressions, I still see the somewhat stern scolding look we know Fern is famous for. We then have the third companion of the group, the muscle Mr. Stark himself. Now they've just given him the usual black eyes, which I have to say doesn't bother me. I think he has orange eyes if I recall, but they're not bright, and the colour scheme really works with the red hair and those black roots. I think Funko have done really well there with the hair. He's in that usual, I kind of feel it's like somewhat of a military style outfit. Like, it looks more Asian than most of the other outfits in the series, which seem typically more European, with that black shirt, baggy pants, white sash and red coat, and he stands in that battle pose with that hulking battle axe at the ready. I don't think it had a name, right? I don't think any of the weapons had had a name in Frieren. Regardless, to repeat myself, another really good first stock release. And finally guys, we have the hero himself, Himmel, and I gotta say, what a great pose Funko went with for his first pop. You know, when we first got glimpses of Frieren and Fern at New York Toy Fair earlier this year, we knew Stark and Himmel were also going to be coming, but we didn't have looks at them. I was very eager to see what they would do with Himmel, and I just like never would have thought to do it like this. The pose for his statue commission. I mean, that just makes the chase even more cooler. He's got that light blue hair, the royal blue outfit and white cloak, and the closed eyes really add to it. They've even got the mole on the left cheek. Again, sorry to repeat myself guys, but loving this first ever release of Himmel. And here's another real quick look at the Chase Himmel, guys. I have to say, I think it's a really, really good idea to have him in, well, I was about to say in his statue form. It's just him of a statue, right? But the fact that the common is him posing for the statue, and then we have the actual statue as the Chase, I think that is such a good idea. And it's very, very different, right? It's a completely different mold, which if you've seen the show, it kind of makes sense. You know, the whole idea with the common is that he's trying to kind of be this arrogant, look what I did type of guy. And then the statue is kind of really made just to be stoic. Is that a good word? I think it is stoic. Let's go with that. And he even has the blue moon weeds across the head and at the base. They were the flowers, I believe, that grew in his hometown. And then Frieren, when they come to the statue and they clean it up in one of the earlier episodes, and she essentially puts all the blue moon weeds around and then gives him the flower crown as well. Yeah, guys, I think it's an excellent chase. And I will definitely be keeping an eye out for the chase when they do drop in stores over here in the UK. I definitely don't want to order two to try and get the J's and then just end up with two commons. In terms of exclusive releases, one of the ones rumoured was to be Frieren with a flower crown, but we haven't seen any images of that just yet. But one we have seen, guys, is Frieren stuck in the Mimic. I do believe this is going to be a Funko Shop exclusive. I freaking love this pop. The whole Mimic gag makes me like crack up so much. I absolutely love it. In fact, I don't know if you guys like saw my t-shirt here. If I can kind of get that in the shot for you guys, and hopefully I'm not talking too loud on the mic, but yeah, it's essentially escaping the Mimic when Frieren gives Fern the instructions on how to get out of a Mimic, and then what happened like when she was by herself, and it's kind of got like the frizzy hair moments down here at the bottom. Such a cool t-shirt that I found in Japan. I can't remember the store. Yeah, I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'll pop it down in the description below if anyone is interested, because they had lots of really, really cool anime apparel. But yeah, cannot wait for that one. I think it's going to be awesome. And in terms of future characters Funko can make, I mean, there's a ton. The two obvious ones for me would be the corrupt alcoholic priest Haita, as well as his dwarven companion Eisen. Certainly when they were younger, as part of the heroes that defeated the Demon King. I mentioned it earlier, that full-on statue as like a moment or deluxe, that could be absolutely awesome. But yeah, there are so many great characters they could make. Some characters we haven't even met yet that are in the manga. The anime returns season 2. I think it's January 2026, right? So we've still got about 6 months to wait, which that kind of sucks, but I'm sure the wait will be worth it. Let me know in the comment section below, what's a Frieren Funko Pop character you want to see be made? And well guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy it. If so, make sure you give us the thumbs up. It really does help. Check out some of our other content at the links below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds!